The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Pollard again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
3rd and inches. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Run for Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Hilton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and they'll get him down right around the 16. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Throwing, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. It needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st down, Pollard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pollard, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They begin with a run by Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where he needed.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Offense back out there. We shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
2nd down at 5.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Prescott on 4th down. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
112 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When we say the sky's the limit for CeeDee Lamb coming into his 3rd season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a 1st down.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following in a
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris, 35 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. On third down, Burrow. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Pollard going to try the right side. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 182 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out now, here come the Bengals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Here we go. Once again, they run with Mixon. Ooh, the juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow will throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Three quarters have come and gone. Back now in Arlington.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ja'Marr Chase.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. And some room to work.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Harris running straight ahead.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That good for 19 and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Pollard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Harris is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer because they need to come up with something. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw, Burrow.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run again with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a give here to Pollard.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Here's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to click.